Hi there. Today I'm just gonna share some stuff and talk about something, an experience that happened to me recently, and give a warning for something. This stuff gets staticky. Just so you know, the little wigs that I showed you, this is the red one, it gets staticky. So I just had it in the bag. This is that Revlon brush that I told you all about. Yeah. It's called Revlon Pro Collection Salon One Step Hair Dryer and Volumizer. And I'm going to be using that along with the, did I ever bring that? Oh, I don't know where the paper went. I had it and I was going to bring it in here. It's the Drybar, Quick Dry, serum stuff. So I'm going to be getting that at Sephora. And I'm going to show you all. And like I said, the video cam was coming on Tuesday of next week. So we have to go get it. So yeah, I'm excited to do that. That's really what I'm looking forward to. And I'm also looking forward to, I got one of these. A new one, because this one's like almost like out. It's like getting really dried up. And normally it has a bunch of godly goop on it. But when it gets that low, you can kind of tell. And I'm like, I need a new one, because these things are life, people. Like, you'll notice a difference between if you use these things and you don't. And I'm getting it in a different color. I've like tried a bunch of the colors so far. This is Holly. I tried San Diego. That was my favorite so far, and it's the first one I used. It got me hooked on these things. And I've tried it was a brighter pink. Oh, what was Sangria. Yeah, I tried, so I've like tried 3, but I think I've tried 2 of the San Diegos. I think I bought 2 of those so far. But yeah. This is not this one. This is my Charlotte Tilbury. And it's either red carpet red, or I don't know. I forget what color it is, but I can write it below, but it's really pretty, and I put some gloss over it. So I have red lips. But the one I bought that I just got, that I'm going to be getting, I don't know whenever they ship it. It's new. It's called Watermelon. Oh my gosh. It's a bright pink as well. It is so pretty looking. Like, it looked really pretty. And I've just really been into pink mood right now. So, yeah. Your girl's gonna be pink now. With the lips. These things. Because you gotta keep them good. And, oh, by the way, I also got some things from Sarah Happ through Ulta. I got like a 3-kit thing. Well, it's like a 3-piece thing. It's got a lip scrub, the lip slip, and I think it's the lip scrub and the lip mask. I'm going buck wild with my lips this month for some reason. I think it's because it's the winter, and you want to give extra love to your lips, because I wasn't sure like if I was gonna get this treatment or not, but I decided to, because it's like a lip plumper and a gloss in one. But it's really good, you all. So, yeah, I advise that. Like, look at my lips. You have to scrub them daily, and you have to put some kind of balm on. And I use an SPF 30, but I won't use an expensive one for the SPF on my lips, because it's just SPF. I use the Sun Balm. My lip treatments are where I really supposed to splurge on my lips, because it like does matter the ingredients that are in there. And yeah, so I do that. And I've been using my Kiss You from Tatcha for the last couple of days too, so those give you extra moisture. And I'd forgotten that I had the Bite Beauty lip treatment, and I was like, I wonder if it's going to be any good, but it looked like it was still good. So I used some of that, and I was like, cool. It actually does look good, and it feels good on the lips. So yeah, that's my, what I've been really loving with my skincare lately, is treating my lips lately. because I don't know, those are where like it really will matter and it will pay off. And in the long run, I like that and my regular skin too, like my facial. And I've been giving more love to my neck, y'all. Like I never used neck stuff until I got that stuff from It Works. Like I never did. I never thought it did anything, but I really feel, because this is what it looks like now, it's like it defines it and it's starting to make it like a lot more hydrated, and it just gives it something extra, I think. So yeah, that's my other side. I put it all around this right here to define it, and then I put it up my neck, and I even put it right here lately. So it's like it helps to like, I don't know, contour. But yeah, one thing I did notice, I got a little pimple right here. I don't know if it's from that lotion or not. Like it's kind of rich, so bear that in mind. Like my spots for any of my pimples are more on my right here. This part is totally dry, and so is my forehead's always freaking dry. So yeah, it's always like mostly right here. So if anything needs to happen on my skin, that's where I get it, or right like this area. But I've been really doing good with exfoliation and using salicylic acid on my face. So every morning, and what I'm going to do is do that in the morning, and then night times are where I'm going to use a little more, like I'm going to be a little more sensitive to my skin. That's when I'm going to use my It Works cleanser when I get it. I will be getting that soon, and I can see what that feels like. I also got the Ipsy Glam Bag Ultimate. It finally went through, and I'm like, I did that instead of the Savage X Beauty this month. Because I was going to do like that, but I was like, I have to do one or the other. And I chose the Ipsy Glam Bag because I love those. And you get like products, and I really need skincare because I didn't get a ton of skincare for myself except my lip stuff. But I didn't get like a ton of I didn't get any extra moisturizers or eye creams or anything. So I'm having to use all my normal stuff. But I like to use it up anyway, so that doesn't matter to me. I'm getting a couple of things from Vitamin Shop, like a new one of these, because I'm out. These are my favorite toothpastes, by the way. They're the Magic Mud, my Magic Mud Activated Charcoal Toothpaste. And I'm getting back to my Cinnamon Clove. Yeah, it's beautiful. I know, by the way. These are my favorite things. And they bring me back to my childhood, because when I went to church when I was little, they always gave us Tootsie Rolls, but they gave us the chocolate ones. But these are multicolored, everybody. Like, they are so freaking bomb, and I love the blue vanilla ones the best. Oh my goodness, they are freaking. They're everything. Yeah. And then I was gonna tell you what I'm gonna be doing for my demo reel. What I'm gonna be using. I got a lot of my products I already have out that I'm going to decided what I'm going to use. This, of course, I'm going to use as my mascara along with this one. I don't know what this one is called, so I'm sorry, I forget. I think it was from It Cosmetics, but I'm not sure. This is Too Faced Damn Girl Mascara. It's one of my favorites lately. It is really good if you can get it to work well. Like, if you can use your little tool thing like this. I use this and I flip up my lashes, or I just use my fingers and I'll like separate them. That works. And then for my eye base, I've been loving my Kogan Dough one. It's like a white one, it's just white. Then for my eyeshadow, I love my Christina Choi, that creamsicle like I told you, along with my Revolution Soap X Extra Spice. And I was thinking of putting a little of, if I decide to, I don't know if I'll need it, but one of the, either the gold or one of the orangish ones, like Sweet and Sour or Running Late. One of those shades for a little bit of, warmth in the center of your eye. That's what I was thinking. I don't want it to be too much, so I don't know. Now I just got this eye pencil from Target. It's by Pixie by Petra, Endless Silky Eye Pen. And this is in Copper Glow. And I'll use that for just my eye eyeline. And then for my face, I will be using, of course, the Oxygenetics Oxygenating Foundation, and this is in Opal. And then my Maybelline, this is my trusted best friend. This is Maybelline Age Rewind. I just put it in my little, right under my eyes, and sometimes on my Cupid's bow. Yeah. And then for my eyebrows, I don't do a lot with it, but I will be getting it done probably. And these are both Charlotte Tilbury. This is Legendary Brows, and this is in Brow. This is the Brow Lift in Supermodel. This is in, I don't know, I can't read it, it's too small. I'll figure it out. I'll find it and link it below. This is for my After Everything's On, my MAC Fix Plus in Pink Light, my favorite of all times. And for my lips, I'll be doing the Lip Infusion Infatuation, and this is in La Lip Jolie. That's just to plump my lips up and prime them. And then I use my MAC Tender Talk Balm in Candy Wrap to just give it a simple glow. And I'm thinking of using the Christina Choi Luxe Cream Crayon pencil I got, but I'm going to be still experimenting, so this isn't set in stone. There's possibilities of other ones, so. But I definitely will use that creamsicle one. But yeah, this is a pretty one too. But I just really like, my lips are like my key thing. Besides my eyes looking like, but I mean, I'm making them more subtle, but I'm making my lips like that pretty, like, youthful pink, like, is what I want. But I do think this really looks pretty. So far this is the runner-up for all the ones I have. This is in, like I told you before, it's her newest one, and it's Pink Moscato. And I will definitely be using my Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Reshape and Resize Lip Liner in Pink Venus. So I'm probably not going to gloss, because with a demo reel, you just want natural lips. If I do anything, I'll just do that gloss beforehand. So yeah. Now I want to tell you something. Well, it's not like great, but it's like, it's doable. You know, I'll list some of the other possibilities of lip stuff I might consider. But yesterday I had a real bad experience. I went to the ER. And I was waiting there for a while, and I realized it's going to take them forever. We were like there for like an hour or so right away, and it still wasn't us. So I was like, let's just go home. I went and got bread, and I felt a little better. But I had this weirdest freaking experience. It was so scary. I thought I was going to pass out. It's that where you're spinning, and everything just seems like it's like far away, and you feel it coming on, I have vasovagal syncope, if nobody knows what that is, but it's where you pass out, and you can get, that's what the person, when I was going down the ER, she said that it sounded like a syncope episode, and I hadn't told her I had vasovagal yet. So yeah, vasovagal syncope is where when your blood pressure goes up or down, then you can pass out. And when I was in high school, I did a tilt table test, and when I was at the doctor's office, and that's how they found out that I had that, because my blood pressure went up and down way fast, depending on whether they had me laying down or rise me up, and it spikes your blood pressure. And that's how they know if you have that syncope. And they said I did. And so they put me on atenolol back then. And I thought I was over it. But I think it's a lifelong thing. So if you have something like that, you'll always have it. And different things will trigger it. And I think it was my meds, because I started that, I always forget the name. I started that medication for anxiety, and I've been on it for a couple days now, probably at least 3 or 4. I think this might be my 4th, maybe even my 5th. I don't remember, but I'll look in the bottle. the first day I started that same night. So I'm taking it at a different time than I take my hydrochlorothiazide now, because I realized that taken together they actually are not really good, and they can make you have worsening symptoms and of this hyponatremia, I think it's called. Ugh, I'm so bad with names. I'll list that too if I can think of it. But yeah, it's where you get your blood sugar drops real quick, and this was a symptom like nausea. I had a horrible nausea, and I was like dry heaving last night, and it was so freaking scary. It was like I haven't even thrown up in like years, and I haven't had that dry heave feeling in like a long time. But when I don't know, medications and me do not mix for some reason. Like I think it was though that I was doing too many at one time. And when I was in the car, we went down to do our Walmart yesterday, because that's where we got all our groceries. We went way down over to it's past Kalamazoo. Oh, I forget the city name, but it was over there, and yeah, I was having that really bad headache because I hadn't slept, and I was like, I'm gonna take some naproxen. I took my naproxen, and later that night when I came home and I was just sitting doing nothing, doing my simple stuff, nothing extravagant though. I wasn't doing anything like there's always when it happens is when I'm just sitting there doing nothing, like just doing my basic stuff. That's why I say it's nothing. Just doing like paperwork or doing my reviews or watching my little reviews and different. I like watching like FBI type stuff on Hulu, or like murder stuff. I get into that kind of thing. I've been into this one show about women that murder their husband. Yeah, women with knives, I think it's called. But it's very it's like kind of intense and very interesting, because it talks about why she ended up doing it. And sometimes they're together still, and other times they're not. But some of them are some weird motherfuckers. Like, damn. There's some freaking weirdos out there. Like, shit. I feel normal, people. So I'm not grabbing a knife and trying to stab my husband. Like, I'm just like, that's craziness. Like, because they were out past a certain time, which I understand. I was freaked out when Isaac wasn't home when I thought he was going to be home. But I wasn't sitting there, like, grabbing some knife and being like, where the heck were you? You were supposed to be home. Like, no. I'm like, I'll go inward on myself than doing it to somebody else. Lately, yeah, I've been more wanting to be annoying to him, but I don't ever be violent like that. Like, I don't think I could do that. I mean, no. I might hurt him emotionally, like, say things, be mean word-wise, but I don't do physical. And damn straight will not grab some knife or blade or gun. I don't even like touching guns. Like, it's scary as hell. But I've been really feeling weird lately. Like, another thing is I've gotten people like on my stuff a lot more. I'm getting a lot of people on LinkedIn. I don't know if it's because people are talking about me in there or what, but like, it's nice. I'm happy to be popular, but LinkedIn was like telling me how I'm really getting popular, and a lot of people are looking at my profile and stuff. It's kind of cool. Like, I had nine requests just today. I was like, wow, cool. And I'm getting people on my Instagram, which is cool. I got this one person that I accepted earlier, so it's like, yeah. You know, it's what gets you like up there, you know. But yeah, that's where I'm kind of at, and I've been doing my demos. I mean, I've been doing my monologues and practicing really well. And I got the Beth part down, y'all. I'm so proud of myself. I like have it memorized. Well, I already knew it kind of cuz like I told you, I did that monologue. That's the monologue that I did back when I was in high school to get the Beth part, and I didn't get it. So, but you don't really 100% lose it. You just kind of have to get the feel for it back when you do. And I do. Plus I always have liked doing that one, so it's easy for me. I like being the little victim or damsel in distress. So you might see me do that in roles a lot, just so you know, because I'm small and I think people could see me as the victim a lot. I mean, who's gonna? Then again, I could also portray a psycho bitch attacking her husband or lover. I mean, that would be something fun. It'd be different, and who would suspect a little petite female like me? You know, with little freckles and stuff, all looking innocent. Like, yeah, it's fun that I can portray different roles, and I'm very happy that I got this ethnicity that can give me different looks and make me feel different and get so much different variances. You know, I can look like a freaking psycho or a little innocent child. I mean, I have so many different looks that I can do depending on how I have my hair, if I have a wig or not, if I have makeup on or not. You know, I think they could really do a lot with me, and I hope that my varied mixture will get me somewheres and not label me one thing because I'm not one thing. I'm kind of like, I'm a lot of things, people, and you'll find that out if you haven't known already. And I'm excited for 2020, and I know a lot of big things are going to come. And I hope that you guys are as happy as me to see me like get there, you know, finally after all these years. I've done so much work on myself, and I hope that it will prove something for me. And tomorrow I see Dr. Bailey and get my meds again and do my weight and everything. So I'm kind of nervous but happy. And next week's going to be fun too. I just know it. And at the end of the month, in February, I go to New York and I'll take you with me. So you ready to go? I'm ready to go. Well, I hope you have sweet dreams, and I hope that you're having a great first day of your year too, because it feels like so exciting to be in this year, you know? 2020, I mean, come on, it's so